What's up? What's up? This the Boss Ladies Live radio show. Speaker Studio sponsored by Boss Ladies Inc. Yeah, y'all, before I get into the topic for today, I just like to say, first and foremost, thank you to all of you that came to the birthday bash of the Miss Fabulous listening party. It was a great success. I do appreciate your patience for it cutting off, but, you know, I had a phone call, so that happens when I get a phone call that comes through the studio, so it kind of cuts the show off, and due to, I guess, privacy reasons, it can't come through the show. So if you want to get in contact with me and you find out that I'm actually on the show, because every time I'm on the show, automatically post to Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. So I should be getting some notifications in a minute. And while I'm doing that, clearing everything out so we can have a great show, I'm going to put on from the Miss Fabulous Love Chronicles mixtape, Could Hate. Check it out. Don't go nowhere. You know, life is about making the impact, not making the income.
I could hate your game. I could hate your game. I could hate your game. But I believed it. But I believed it. Things are not the same. Things are not the same. My fault. We was more than that. But it's more to a team than swag. I could hate your love. Your love. I could hate your game. I could hate your love. I could hate your love.
Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve.
Hate your love. I could hate your game. But now I hate the fact. But now I hate the fact that you a player. That you a player. But now I hate the fact. But now I hate the fact that you are not the one. Your love. I could hate your love. I could hate your love. I could hate your game. I could hate your love. 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 I could hate your game. I could hate your love. I could hate your love.
What's up, y'all? Once again, one more again to the Boss Ladies Live radio show. You already know the rules. Keep your custom ministries and organizations to a minimum because we want to have a positive show. So, let's see. I thanked everybody for the birthday wishes, right? Yesterday was awesome. I didn't do nothing but just hang out at the mall, go to the movies, stuff I ain't did since I was a teenager because I'm really focused on staying on my budget Not getting too crazy with overspending, and but at the same time, not saying no to everything either. It's a balance. So, one day out the year, I just celebrate myself, and 18 days of working on myself, developing personally, professionally, and also spiritually and financially. Your mind is different about going to the mall. See, when I used to go to the mall, to be trying to like get the latest clothing or whatever. I was in the mall just looking at everybody spending their money. It's nice to not need anything when you determine between your needs and your wants. So I want to elaborate a little bit on a part 2 to this 15 things that rich people do that poor people don't. And out of those 15 things, I already covered the first 2. One being poor people watch a lot of TV, which means reality TV. You got the news, you got gossip, you got blogs, social media, different things like that. We talked about how it disconnects from problems instead of focusing on solving them. And it's only a glimpse online that's real news. So, glimpse online, is what everybody's getting into so far this day and age. A lot of things are, not truthful with giving the proper information. And, like I was having a discussion with somebody today, if you're not getting the right information, how do you expect anything to come out in the results that you're looking for? If you lying about something, they're not going to catch up with you. But if you tell the truth, it will carry you further. So take a glimpse at, I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you to stay off of Fox. I can't tell you to stay away from CNN. But do some research. And if you're going to watch that stuff, watch it critically. It's just my opinion. Like I said, everybody do what they want to do. But if you take a glimpse online and then add your research, boy, some stuff you'll find out. And then elaborating on number 2, poor people eat too much fast food, consisting of large amounts of fats and sweets. It weighs you down. We talked about how it affects you at performing at work. You pretty much not having the energy and you don't want to focus on what you need to be doing. All you trying to do is get off so you can go to bed. And then you can't get the priorities, things that need to get done in life because you're so tired from actually working all day, plus eating a lot of junk food. And then you're not energized for school if you're going to school. If you're a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad or whatever, or you're retired, you don't really have no energy, and then it causes poor mental health at the end of the day. So the next ones is number 3. Poor people buy clothes or products that are on sale. I think I went over that as well. The focus was to either buy stock. It does bring you back a return. It might not be the return that you want, but it is also investment that brings you profit back. And the focus is on a higher income versus, what's on sale. Because if it's on sale, basically it'll be on sale again. So there always will be another deal. And that's just a little tip from the Green Box Revolution. We'll be talking a little bit more about that and how to get a hold of that information. Number 4, however, poor people wake up later than rich people in their early years. Number 5, poor people are really into sports. Number 6, poor people don't shower as often as rich people do. 7, poor people blame others for their misfortunes. 8, poor people don't have money saved. 9, poor people take out credit cards or take out loans for useless things. 10, poor people tend to have more kids and earlier in life. 11, poor people do not do regular checkups with the medic or doctor. 12, poor people spend money before they get it. 13, poor people hang with poor people. 14, poor people never follow through on their ideas or potential. And 15, poor people believe that others should help them reach the top. So I'm going in the chat room. I'm on live. Radio. Chat with me there. So yeah. My thing is this. What's some of the things I had to and I elaborated on the first two. I wasn't a real, TV person. I only had like certain channels that I would watch, and I said this in other shows. It was basically music videos, and that's pretty much all it was for me. I mean, I really didn't watch the news unless I wanted to see the weather and entertainment, all that stuff. I'm not into people's lives like that. I was just into more how they were performing. I wasn't into their life, if that makes sense. So go to Spreaker.com. I'll send you the link. That's so rude. I just said no phone calls, no texts, and they still do this. Okay, so I'm about to go in the chat room. Like I said, I really wasn't into TV like that. It's just a simple case of watching music videos and, you know what I'm saying, just watching the weather on the news when I could, or when something come up, I heard somebody say something, I'll click on Fox 6 or whatever, or Channel 4, Channel 12, 58, and compare apples to apples. And if it didn't seem like, it was something that I was interested in, if it wasn't consistent of music or, the latest talent, I pretty much wasn't interested in it. So, I was been done with the soap operas when I was a teenager. I didn't do that much anymore. It just, with the TV thing, I just kind of grew out of it. The more interested I became in, you know what I'm saying, into being a grown woman and growing up and getting involved in different things. I really, between working and having kids, I didn't really have time to sit down and watch no television program. I mean, with kids, you can't hear it no way. Every time you watch something good, it seems like that's when your kids want to talk to you. But if you're doing absolutely nothing, then, you know what I'm saying, it's like, you can't sit around and watch TV because you got stuff to do for you. So, and then the fast food, that was my issue. I had to have me some takeout at least every day of the week because I went to work. I was always on the run. So it was like, dang, I would eat the stuff. I'd be full. I'd be feeling good one minute. Then the next minute I crash. You know what I'm saying? So I had to stop doing that. The energy drinks was making me sick and stuff. So I was going from one little can a day to about several of them. And it just wasn't no good. So that's what we talking about today. 15 things poor people do that rich people don't. And another thing that rich people don't do is buy clothes or products that are on sale. Either they're buying stock or they're focused on creating another income stream so they don't have to trade time for money and let money work for them instead of them working for their money. Because, I mean, if you're working for your money, it's just pointless to go to work. Because all you're doing is robbing Peter to pay Paul. But that's a whole nother show. Number 4. Poor people wake up later than rich people in their early years. I disagree and agree with this one. I only work up early because I work the first shift job. I wasn't taught to think that waking up early really is an important thing to being wealthy. I thought it was just important because you didn't want to get fired. That's as far as it went. Nobody was saying to me, until I started researching on my own to say, well, okay, I need to get up early because there's only 24 hours in a day. If I'm sleeping half the day, then I only got half a day to get the job done. And sometimes getting